Flying in planes is super fun, I think. Right up until the part where my ears try to kill me. So you know what I'm talking about. It's that terrible feeling in your ears when you're in an airplane. Or when you have a bad cold. Everything sounds all muffly. What is going on with that? It's pressure.
Under pressure.
Before we get into that though, we need to take a look at how our ears are built. Between the outer and middle ear is your eardrum. Your eardrum is a flexible membrane that seals the middle ear off from the outside world. It's flexible so that it can vibrate. In fact, vibrations on your eardrum are the reason you can hear. Sound waves in the air hit the eardrum, causing it to vibrate. Just like a real drum. Then your inner ear turns those vibrations into electrical signals, which get sent to the brain, but that's a whole nother episode. It's the middle ear, behind the eardrum, that causes this popping business. In the middle ear are some tiny bones that help transmit the vibrations from the eardrum. Other than that, it's basically an empty space in your head that's sealed off from the rest of the world. Now, let's take a look at what happens in your ear when you fly in an airplane. For this, we need to talk a bit about air pressure.
Under pressure.
Here on the ground, at about sea level, normal air pressure is around 760 millimeters of mercury. That pressure is created by the weight of all of the air above us pushing down on us. The higher you go, the less of that pressure there is. On top of Mount Everest, at 29,000 feet, the pressure is only 226 millimeters of mercury. When you fly in a plane, you get way higher than Mount Everest. So airplanes are pressurized, so that we can breathe. Most airliners pressurize the cabin to about 7,000 feet. That means there's an air pressure in the plane of about 586 millimeters of mercury. Normally, on the ground, the pressure on the outside of your eardrum and the inside of your eardrum in the middle ear is the same. But as you gain altitude and the pressure drops, the pressure on the outside of your eardrum also drops. But the pressure in your middle ear stays the same. That higher pressure inside of your ear pushes out on your eardrum, like this. It makes things sound all muffled and weird, and if the pressure doesn't equalize, it can start to hurt real bad. That's when, pop. Your middle ear isn't totally sealed off from the outside world. It has a little escape hatch, the eustachian tube. It goes from your middle ear out to the back of your nose. When the pressure difference between the middle ear and the outside air pressure gets too large, this little tube pops open for a split second to balance out the pressure. See, pressure always wants to balance itself out. Always. If there's a higher pressure area next to a lower pressure area, and the two areas are suddenly connected, the higher pressure air will rush in to fill the space where there's lower pressure until the pressure is equal. That is what causes your ears to pop. It's not fun, but that little pop is nature's way of keeping the balance and keeping your eardrums intact.